Here we go. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another JT Outdoors video. And today's video, we're actually prepping for another video that we're going to film this weekend. So in the last video, y'all seen that we got the boat set up. We got the trailer fixed. I've been working on it a little bit off camera too. I even got, look at her. Look at her. Boom. The old Johnson. Oh, yeah. We even got the outboard on her because this weekend I plan on taking Old Leaky on the river. Yes, not the actual river like the creek that comes off the river, but it's still the river technically, I guess. But yeah, we're taking out Old Leaky and we are actually going to be doing something I've never done before. We are going to be bank line catfishing. Catfishing the river, I have never done it before in my life. I've been catfishing a bunch, never done it on the river. And the first time taking Old Leaky out, dude, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. But in order to bank line catfish, you have to have bait. Just like any other fishing, you gotta have some bait. And one of the best baits to use for bank line catfishing is cut bait. Basically, that's where you go catch a bluegill or some sort of bait fish. You cut that fish up into a couple pieces, use the head, the body, the tail, and it's supposed to be the absolute juice for catfishing. But in order to do that, you gotta have some bait fish. So that's what today's video is. We're actually gonna take out the kayak and we're going old school. We're going bobber, some night crawlers, and we're gonna go try to catch a couple bait fish. We don't need too many. We need probably like 5 or 6 because like I said, we're gonna cut them up and use pieces of them anyways. So I say if we could get 5 or 6 bluegill, that would be the perfect amount of bait for what we're gonna try to do this weekend. And then also in this video, we're actually gonna be building the bank line setups that we're gonna be using. It's pretty cool. A bunch of people have done it on YouTube before. It's basically like a piece of PVC, some really strong line, and a bunch of hooks and a weight. And you go up on the bank, you put that PVC in the bank, and then you drop that line however far you make it away from the bank in the water, and dude, it's supposed to be the juice. So yeah, today's video, we're gonna go catch the bait, we're gonna build the bank lines, and then in the next video y'all see, we'll be taking out Old Leaky on the river, and we're gonna go try to catch some big old kitty cats. But first things first, to catch the bait that we need for the catfish, we need bait to catch the bait fish. So I'm gonna start digging, try to find some night crawlers. So yeah, let's get to it. Got the old shovel. To be honest, this should not be too hard. Like, I'm literally just gonna start digging in a random place over here. Let's see. Sure, that'll work. Pringles container. All right, so we're gonna try one of the oldest tricks in the book. My papa actually told me about this a long time ago. He said this is what he used to do when he was a kid trying to fish. That's basically you take something and you start beating the ground. Yeah. And apparently like the vibrations or something make the night crawlers or the worms like come to the top almost. So then all you have to do is pretty much knock off the top layer of dirt and there should be night crawlers there. So we're gonna try it. Oh, no way that worked. Yo, we got one. It's a little guy, but that will work. Yo, no way that actually worked. Wow. There's another one. Dude, it's the juice. It's the juice. That's the strat. Yo, that actually worked. No way. There's another one. Dude, we're on them. We're on them. They are teeny tiny little guys, but they should work for bluegill and stuff. There's another one. Yo. All right, I filled that hole back up. I'm gonna go beat on another spot somewhere. We're gonna get us some bait to go catch some bait. Oh yeah. Dude, that actually worked like a little too well. I beat on the ground for like 30 seconds, waited like another 30 seconds, and I barely had to even dig. Like maybe a half an inch into the ground. We are loaded up. We are absolutely loaded up. They're not huge, but they're gonna work perfect for the little bait fish. So yeah, now we got the bait. Now let's load up the kayak and grab the old bluegill rod. Let's go try to catch us some bait. All right, guys, we have made it out here to the pond. The sun finally came out. That's maybe a good thing. I don't know. It's Kentucky weather. It was just 85 degrees 2 days ago, and now it's like barely in the 60s. So I'm sure the fish are just as confused as we are. Hopefully that won't matter too much with the bluegill. You know, bluegill are kind of dumb anyways. So I say that now, watch, they're gonna be the smartest fish ever. I'm not gonna catch anything. Yeah, I'm getting the old kayak loaded up. Let's go try to catch us a couple gills. All right, I got the world's jankiest setup right now, but hey, hopefully we can get on a couple bluegill. I've bass fished this pond quite a bit. Never really caught anything of size, like little 1-pounders and stuff. So this is my first time really just targeting bluegill in here. I would say there's a bunch because this is like a park, you know. I'm sure they've stocked hella bluegill in here so that way when kids come out here, they can, you know, catch a couple bluegill while they're camping and stuff. So, all right, let's go ahead and get rigged up here. Like I said, we're going old school, baby. Bobber, split shot, teeny tiny little hook. Oh yeah, here we go. Got the old bobber, split shot, the worm that we picked out of the yard earlier. We need about 5 or 6. That's what I'm going for, about 5 or 6 blues. Y'all have to let me know. Every time I fish with a bobber, it doesn't matter if I fish for 30 minutes or all day with it. That same night when I try to go to sleep, when I close my eyes, I like have the bobber ingrained into my eyes. Like while I'm trying to sleep, I still see the bobber going up and down. I can't be the only one. Like I might just be crazy, but it happens all the time. Let's get that thing out there. Come on now. I like kayaks, don't get me wrong. I like kayaks when we go like camping something like that, so we can get out there and just have fun, you know, maybe catch a fish or two. But when I'm actually trying to catch fish, a kayak is low-key like the last thing I want to be on. Like, I just thought coming on the kayak today would be fun. Little kayak bluegill adventure. There is literally a bluegill literally just came up and tried to eat my line. What are you doing? Go to my bobber, son. Go to my bobber. What is happening? Are they deeper? Maybe I'm fishing too shallow. All right, here we go. Here's the juice. This is where it's gonna happen right here. This is where it's gonna happen right here. Come on now. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah, got him. Got him, we're hooked up. We're hooked up. I knew it, I knew it. I knew it, son. I knew this is where they're gonna be. Oh yeah, perfect. Perfect. Dude, absolutely perfect little bait fish. Let's go. Let's go. Get them in the bucket, son. Get them in the bucket. Dude, I even brought the bubbler. They're gonna stay alive in airline. Let's go. Throw some water in there. There you go, buddy. Let's go. First one. Oh yeah, got him, got him. Number two. They're stacked up. They're stacked up. Another perfect one too. An absolute perfect one. Dude, they are the perfect size. Let's go. There we go. Bait fish number 2. I'm there with you, buddy. Calm down, calm down, calm down, calm down. I might go a little bit deeper, see if we can't get hooked up with one size of my hand or something, you know, a big boy, big popper. Oh, here we go. Got him. Got him. Got him. Another perfect size. Another perfect one. Oh, it's a baby bass. No, I can't do that. Never mind. We'll put this guy back. Look at him. It's a little baby bass. Even though he would make pretty good bait, he's actually a little bit too small, to be honest. And also, he's a bass. I love bass, so we're gonna put him back. See you later, buddy. Tell your bluegill friends to eat it next time, alright? Yeah. I don't care to cut up the bluegill, but I ain't cutting up baby bass. Man, even when I'm bluegill fishing, I can't get away from the bass. And that's about the size of the bass I usually catch anyway, so heck yeah. Oh, there we go. There we go. Got him. Dude, he freaking sunk that bobber. Goodness. He freaking smacked it. Hey, this one's a little bit bigger. Heck yeah. A little bit bigger. That's number 4. Let's go. These are gonna make the perfect little bait fish. Number 4. In the bucket. Calm down. Oh well. Got him. Got him. That's number 5. That's number 5. Looks like a decent one too. Nope, same size. Same size, but there we go, guys. Number 5. Get him in the bucket. That would do it right there. That is enough bait. 5 little bluegills. Oh yeah, that's gonna work just fine. There we go. Dude, I caught all those in about an hour. Not too bad, not too bad. Hey guys, I would say that was a successful trip. We got 5 bluegill to use for bait. Caught them all in like an hour, so hey, short little trip. So now I'm gonna go, I think Tractor Supply might have what I need. I don't know, I'm not for sure. I know Tractor Supply and Walmart. Those are the 2 places I gotta go. Try to get the stuff to build these bank lines. I'm gonna make it quick because now I have fish in the truck that are just chilling. I got the bubbler in there, so they should be okay. Like I said, they don't have to be alive, but I would prefer them to stay alive at least until, I think we're going tomorrow, so at least until the morning. So I'm gonna try to keep them alive today. I think when we get home, I'm gonna put them in a minnow trap and just put them in our backyard pond. Like, I'm sure they'll be fine in there. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab the stuff and then we're gonna try to make some of these bank lines. Let's get it. All right, guys, we've made it home. Let's check on these guys, see how they're doing. Fishies, still alive? I think so. I think we're good to go. But yeah, first thing we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna put these guys in the minnow trap and then throw them in the pond. It is a absolute muddy mess, which by the way, we just got a huge rain yesterday. And I drove past the creek that we're going on tomorrow and the water is up. I mean up. Is that gonna help with the catfishing? I don't know. It's gonna be hard to get to the bank to do bank lines, so I don't know. All right, we got them in there. 5 little blueies. 5 little gills. Oh, scared off some frogs. We're just gonna toss them right in there. There we go. Don't expect them to stay alive much longer. At the end of the day, they're bait, so. What you doing, Bobo? You ready to build some bank lines, huh? What's your problem? What? All right, guys, here we go. now it is time to actually build the bank line. So I went to Walmart, I went to Tractor Supply. They actually didn't have anything I needed, so I left. Then I found some like random hardware store and they had what I needed. So I went to Walmart and I bought some power twine, some drop line, 100-pound test. It's basically like a big old thing of braid on steroids. This is meant for drop lines, for bank lines, trout lines, stuff like that. So we got some of that. We got some barrel swivels. We got some big old bank sinkers, 2-ounces. Some 2-ounce bank sinkers. Got a couple carabiners. And then, last but not least, some 5/0 strip or live bait hooks. I was gonna get circle hooks, but they literally didn't have any, so I think those will work just fine. Even though the bait we're gonna use probably not gonna be alive. Oh well. So that's everything I got at Walmart. Then I went to like a hardware store and I picked up 2 pieces. I think it's 10 foot long, 1/2-inch PVC pipe. This is actually what we're gonna use to do the bank lines. Do not buy the PVC from Tractor Supply. They were charging like $8 for a 4-foot piece. I just got 20 foot for 10 bucks. So yeah, go to a hardware store or something, get that. Yeah, that's everything. That is all we need to set up some bank lines tomorrow. And the first thing I'm gonna do, since I know these PVC pieces are 10 foot long, I'm gonna take the twine and I'm gonna use the PVC to measure out 30 foot of twine. And then I'm gonna cut, I think, 4 pieces. So I'm gonna cut the PVC in half. So we're gonna have 4 5-foot sections of it so we can set up 4 different bank lines. Where the hell does it start? Oh, here we go. But yeah, I'm literally just gonna set this down on the ground, measure it 3 times so that way I got 30 foot of twine. All right, boom. And it does not have to be exact, by the way. Got about 30 foot here. And I think I need a lighter or something because this stuff is already coming untangled. Rip. Dude, why does this stuff come undone like that? That sucks. I thought about just buying like the heaviest braid that they have, but I went to Walmart and they didn't really have, like they had like 20 pound, that was it. Yeah, that kind of sucks that this does this, but I guess we'll work with it. Now I'm gonna cut this about in half. Should have brought a measuring tape so that way I knew exactly where half was, but we'll just eyeball her. Sure. I hope these snips can even do it. They might not be able to. Rip. Rip. Ain't nothing the old circular saw can't take care of. Now that we got them cut into about 4.5 and 5.5 pieces, we're gonna take one and then got a drill with a drill bit on it, and we're gonna drill a hole in the top of one. Boom. Sorry, now we have a hole in the top, and that's where the carabiner is going to attach. My cat's in the tree. Okay. Bo, what are you doing? That's where the carabiner and the line is actually going to attach to this pole. But all right, now I'm gonna take the twine and I'm gonna go about 10 foot down the twine, and I'm gonna tie my first barrel swivel, and I'm gonna go another 10 foot, tie another one, and then go like another 8 and tie another one. So each one of these lines is gonna have 3 hooks on it. Dude, my cat's being a crackhead right now. What is your problem, Bo? Can I help you? Why are you being a crackhead right now? And all right, just like that, I got my first swivel tied on. Like I said, I'm gonna go down probably another, I'll go about 6 foot and do another one. But the reason you do these is so that way you can take the hooks on and off. So that way you're not messing with all this line with hooks on it and it gets all tangled up and becomes a mess and you can't even use it anymore. So this should help a little bit using swivels and everything. I would honestly get the snap swivels. I just didn't even think about it. Those would be a lot easier. But by the way, I'm sure there's 1,000 times better tutorials on how to actually do this. I didn't even watch one. I'm just doing what I've seen dudes do before. So if you're actually trying to learn how to do this, this is probably not the best video, but this is my first time ever doing it, so figured to bring y'all along. And if I mess up somewhere, y'all will be able to tell me down in the comments. And all right, I got 3 swivels tied on to the line. And the reason you do it so like far apart is one, so that way the hooks don't get tangled up while it's in the water. And also so that way you cover more like levels of the water. So like we're gonna have one that's probably gonna be sitting 3 foot in the water. Then the second one's probably gonna be about 10 foot. And then the last one's gonna be almost at the bottom. So yeah, we got the swivels tied, and now it's time to do the actual hooks and leaders. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take about 1 foot of the twine, and then I'm gonna tie one end to the actual hook itself. If you don't wanna do this, you could buy like the metal leaders, which is honestly would be a lot better. But those are kind of expensive, and I'm trying to do this pretty cheap. So we're gonna make our own leaders. All right, so now we got the twine actually connected to the hook. And then the other side, I'm going to tie like a loop knot, I think that's what it's called. Loop knot, slip knot, whatever you wanna call it. So yeah, one side has the hook, the other side now has a loop, and then you're gonna take that loop, find one of your swivels, and I'm not gonna do this yet, I'm just showing y'all, but I'm gonna do this when we're out on the water. Take the loop and go through the eyelet of the swivel, and now you can take your hook and go through that loop that you made on the other end of the twine, and then pull it together, and now she is connected to the swivel and to your line, And as long as you tied good knots, you should be good to go, which I don't like that knot at all, but it seems pretty tight. So now she is connected, and that is the first one. And yeah, now I just have to do that like 20 more times. So, but that is basically the gist. And then at the other end, let me show y'all what we're gonna do. So down at the bottom, of course, you're gonna tie to the weight, but then up at the top, this is why you buy the carabiners. All right, so now my bank line is attached to the carabiner. So now, when we're out there on the water and we find a spot that we wanna set one up, you're gonna take the PVC, you're gonna shove it down in the ground. I'm gonna bring a hammer it down into the ground, and then you're gonna take your carabiner and you're gonna put it through that hoop that we drilled in earlier, and now your line is connected to the PVC. This basically acts like a limb or even like a fishing pole. Then you take the weight in, you pull the boat out, you drive until it's tight, and then you drop it. So the PVC will be in the ground like that. Your line will be out in the water, of course. And if you get one, the PVC will be so far in the ground, it will hold it there and basically just act like a fishing pole. It might be bent over if you got a real big one or something, but this stuff's pretty strong. And yeah, that is the first bank line. Now we gotta make 4 more. Not too terribly hard as long as you know how to tie knots and everything. That's the biggest thing, tie good knots. Yeah, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna tie up the rest of these, and we will be good to go for tomorrow, dude. I am so excited. All right, y'all, so I'm still sitting here doing all these, and one thing that I picked up that helps a lot is if you do get this twine from Walmart, it's like green, white, black, there's different colors. You get this twine from Walmart, like I said earlier, when I cut it, it was fraying a bunch, so it's really hard to work with when it starts fraying. Don't cut it. Use a lighter to cut it. So basically, instead of taking scissors or a knife and snipping it here, take your lighter and literally burn it until it falls apart. And if you do it that way, it does not come unfrayed. And then you also have this like hard tip right here to work with to go into the eyelets and stuff. That helps a lot. So yeah, do not cut this stuff. Burn it until it breaks, and it will not fray out, and it's a lot easier to use. All right, guys, about an hour later, I am officially done with all of the bank lines. Of course, we got the poles cut, hose drilled in for the carabiners. In this bucket right here, we got all of the hooks that we're gonna be using. And then I even went ahead and wrapped the bank lines around like some wood in a bottle, just to kind of help keep it organized, make sure there's no knots in there or anything. But yeah, they are all ready to go for in the morning, dude. I'm super excited. I can't wait to get out there, set them out, see what we can catch. Like I said, this is my first time ever doing this, so I am super excited. So yeah, y'all stick around, stay tuned for the next video. We will be taking old Leaky and the bank lines that we just built and the old bluegills that we caught in today's video out on the river, and hopefully we hook into a big mama kitty cat. I appreciate you guys so much for watching. It's JT, and I'm out. Peace.